Okay, today I am going to show you how to do the Valentines that is included with the story with love for Mr. Hatch, and I just so that you know how to do that. Now we're not going to necessarily do this together, but I wanted to make sure that you understood what the directions were. So in your packet this week you have a large piece of white paper that is folded in half, and what you need, leave it folded. We are going to draw a heart along the fold. So this side is the folded side, this side is the pointed side. And first thing you want to do is draw a big heart. Now don't do a tiny little heart in the middle. You want it to go all the way almost out to the edge and then come all the way back down almost to the point. So you're going to draw it like this. Now, we're not going to cut it out yet, and I know the directions say to cut it out first, but we're going to do the paint first. So we are going to put paint on one side of the line of symmetry. So this side is the same of this. This is your line of symmetry. This is where the middle of your heart is going to be. And for those of you who still have paint from when we sent that home, you need to get that out. You can also use watercolor. I'm going to use tempera paint. And what you're going to do is make a design on one side. Okay, and you don't need a whole bunch of paint, just enough to draw a little design. And it doesn't even need to be a picture of anything. I'm just going to dab some different colors. And I have red, yellow, blue, and white. Okay, now keeping in mind, if you mix the paint, like you're going to mix and get some different, you'll get different colors if you put the paints together, and you may not want that. So you might want to rinse your paintbrush before you stick it in. I'm going to use a separate paintbrush for my yellow, and you can do that too. But I'm just going to dab some colors randomly on the paper all over. I'm going to put that in the middle. That's going to turn a little purple. Put some white in there. And I'm not swirling the colors together. So I don't want to mix them on my paper. We're just going to put dots of color around on one side of the paper. And I'm going to get some red in there and some more yellow. Okay, because if you start mixing them all together, it's not gonna look as cool when we're done. I'm gonna put some more red down here, and a little bit of white in the middle. Okay, once you think you have all these little dots of color on your paper, we are going to fold the paper in half very carefully, like this, and then you're going to make sure you rub all underneath where you drew your heart, because when we open it, so we're going to push the paint around like that, and then we're going to very carefully peel it back, and then you have and if it doesn't come out all the way, and I don't think it does, you got to go all the way out to the edge of where your heart is going to be. I'm going to even put some yellow over there. No, I'm going to do it again so that I know we kind of want to go all the way to the edge, because when we cut this out, and I'll show you what happens, you're going to want to wait until it's dry to cut it out, though. I'm going to do it while it's wet because we don't want to wait that long, but once your paper is dry, you're going to fold it back over, and then you're going to cut along your line So you won't be doing this until your paper is all dry. And then when you open it up, there's your Valentine's heart. Looks very cool. Okay, now notice I did not get paint all the way up to the top of my heart. So I should have put more paint on the inside so that it would go all the way to the edge. Now, when you're done and it's dry, you can turn it over and write your little Valentine's message to whoever you want to give it to. You can write another Valentine's poem like we did in class, or you can draw a picture or write a different kind of note. It's up to you, and then pass it along and send some love to someone else.